Hi, you cave dwellers. Gabe's Cave is going to be going to Cowtown Comic Con in Hurst, Texas, October 31st through November 1st. So come check us out at the Hurst Conference Center. It's only $5 to get in, and kids 12 and under are free. So come by and check us out.
What's up, Cave Dwellers? I'm Gabe, the Flash.
I'm Darren, a Praetorian.
I'm Brandon, and he just sunk my battleship.
And it's the return of Power Nasty, and I'm upset that I can't quote Slim Shady.
Indeed, he is. All right. I'm just saying, we need to thank our sponsor, that's RPG. RPGhiring.com. They're building people, changing lives, changing lives, changing lives. If you're looking for a new career, check them out. Fantastic people.
RPGhiring.com.
Gabe, what's today's topic?
It's our favorite horror movies and villains.
Oh, I got you.
Scary stuff, right?
Yeah.
Scary stuff.
I knew
That's
what
right.
you meant.
Yeah. Seeing as this is Halloween month, spooky season, you know how it is. We figured it'd be a good idea to dedicate this episode to our favorite horror movies and the villains in them. Yeah, let's get right into it. Who wants to start? You want to go?
I mean, we can do this.
We just go in order here?
Yeah, I actually am very particular about my Michael Myers. Okay, I like the Halloween movies, I do, but there's one man that made the Halloween movies that much more impressive, that literally made me think that he could, walk the dog with Jason. Jason wouldn't stand a chance. Jason Voorhees is out of there when it comes to Michael Myers, and that's Rob Zombie. The Rob Zombie Halloween movies 1 and 2 were super good. His vision on a lot of his movies are always really creepy, always really dark, and I always felt like there should have been more explaining, because the person that we're supposed to, I guess, know the most about, or you want to know the most about in the Halloween movies, is Michael Myers. Like, why is he doing this? Why is he stalking people? Why is he killing people? You never really had that answer in the old movies. I mean, you kind of got it. He was a psychopath from a child, things like that. But Rob Zombie gives the backstory, and you get to see the horrible childhood that he was growing up with, and he already had mental problems, and he was doing things like torturing animals and killing animals, and it was just a perfect environment that created the perfect storm. And he grew up to be not the lumbering, ooh, I'm coming to kill you guy, but when he gets his hands on you, it's possible you're going straight through a wall type of horror villain. And I think that is exactly what he needed in that. I think he, Halloween, the movie, which we're talking about scary movies, it's coming up to Halloween. If you haven't seen the Rob Zombie's version of Halloween 2, you definitely need to check that out, especially if you are like a hater of the Michael Myers movies from back in the day. Rob Zombie can change your mind. He can change your mind. He can change your mind.
Well, yeah, maybe.
It's possible.
Gabe, you go ahead and tell him one of yours.
Okay, well, why are we passing you?
We'll get there.
Okay. Okay. I like Jigsaw, because it's not very much of a horror, but it's still a horror.
You mean Saw?
Yeah, well, so, yeah. Jigsaw's the villain, but...
Yeah.
So what's your favorite song?
Which there was one of them that is called Jigsaw. I
like
remember.
his tricycle.
It's not the first one. I mean, a lot of people like the first one.
I don't know.
It was just in one room. It was low budget. You didn't know what was going to happen. So people remember that one.
Probably saw 2 or 3 then. Yeah.
Because a lot of them, to me, kind of melded together over time. Like, I don't remember them. Like, I remember stuff that happened, but I'm like, was that 3?
Yeah.
4?
It's
5? I don't.
What was your favorite Saw moment And without Googling, maybe the people that are watching this can tell us what movie it come from.
Now I'm trying to think about it.
When he rides the tricycle down the hallway.
Oh, I mean, what movie could that possibly be?
A couple of them. I mean, you could just say when the dude cut his leg off.
Or when the guy lost a hand.
Yeah.
When they got hit with a toilet, with the back of a toilet.
Hey, I remember that part.
Broke his own foot to get out of the handcuffs.
Yep.
Which was weird.
What movie? Which one was that, people?
Yeah.
I'll go last, so Brandon, go ahead and go to the next one.
Yeah. Horror movie, man. This is a hard one because since I'm the weirdo in like all these different kind of horror movies. I mean, I can go to a deep dive, but I try to keep it to the mainstream. For you guys, I don't want to talk about Cannibal Holocaust or something like that. Let's talk about The Shining. The Shining is a Stanley Kubrick film back in 1980, based on a Stephen King novel. Basically, it's authored that sort of has writer's block, takes his family, takes a job up at this overlooked hotel that's haunted. He's got a shady past. He sort of abused his son, kind of a drunk, and has writer's block. He thinks this is going to clear his mind. He's going to take care of this hotel over the winter. He's going to be able to just have peace and quiet and write his book and get some work for his family. He's got all this pressure on him. And it's kind of a mind deal, but you throw in the ghost that the hotel is haunted, and it kind of pushes him over the edge and makes him do crazy things. Stanley Kubrick directed this film, so you know it's going to be a top-notch film. He really stressed out his actors. Jack Torrance is like this ultimate bad guy. Here's Johnny, right, with the axe. Danny, chasing him around. Seeing ghosts, like having a drink at the bar with Lloyd, the bartender, who's just not even there. He's just a ghost. Just a bunch of crazy different things. His wife, Shelley Duvall, is the actress. She did a wonderful job. Stanley Kubrick really, I think he made her do like 100 takes of the staircase scene where she has the bat and she's swinging it at Jack Nicholson, just to make her so exhausted and emotional and angry and mad and scared all at the same time. He abused her to get that scene out of her.
Yeah.
So he was a hardcore director. But that's an awesome, scary movie. Kind of gets overlooked sometimes.
Yeah, when it floods with blood.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
Just crazy stuff.
It was scary.
The creepy twins at the end of the hallway when he's rolling around. Yeah, a bunch of iconic scenes. And people they think it was iconic scenes, but they miss the whole picture of the psychological horror movie with a little ghost added in. It's an excellently directed movie, excellently filmed. Of course, it's Stanley Kubrick. Yeah. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. You should have already seen it.
Plus, it's Stephen King.
It's Stephen King. I bet this guy hasn't seen it.
Wait.
Have you seen it?
Have you seen it? Have you seen any of it?
Go to the next one.
All right. My next movie that I picked, and we got a little hate on the other side of the table, but that's okay. Not everybody likes this, but it's got its own cult following. The people that like this movie really like this movie. I mean, they're really into it. It's either kind of like you like it or you don't. And I will say it got cheesier as it went on. So I'm interested to see what you guys think in the comments. And that is Jeepers Creepers. And specifically talking about the creeper from Jeepers Creepers and the van.
I like his bread van.
Yeah, with the gnarly license plate, Be Eating You.
Never seen it.
What? So the creeper is this demonic-like creature that comes around every 23 years.
Why 23?
I have no idea. It's just the magical number.
Exactly.
Give me a number, 23.
It's the magic number, 23 years. And his body parts get used up. And how he replaces them is he eats them off of someone else. So if he likes your eyes and he wants your eyes, he'll eat your eyes. He'll track you down just to eat your eyes so he can have your eyes. It is got some very creepy parts.
So he's like eating people's butts. He's like, oh, that dude has a nice butt.
That's America's butt.
Yeah. That's gross.
Poor Chris Evans. Anyhow, but there's a couple of scenes in that movie that stand out, and that is the chase scene. And this we're talking about the first movie, the chase scene in the car where he's chasing him in the truck. That's just creepy because that could happen to you in real life. Some idiot trying to run up on you and act crazy in some little Texas town might come around later talk about something like that. But they get out the way and they find this church where the truck's parked, and they see what it looks like him throwing a dead body down in this well. And they go back and they find out that it is a dead body, and he's got like this cathedral that he built of all these dead bodies that are preserved all over, made all over. It's like the 16th chapel of Doom.
So it's like in catacombs,
Sistine?
it looks like.
Did you say 16th or Sistine?
16th.
Is it Sistine Chapel?
That's what I said. Either way it goes, whichever is the right answer is the one that I said.
It doesn't matter.
No, like Sistine,
It doesn't matter.
not 16th.
Sistine.
It's whatever it is.
Well, it's your turn. Go ahead.
No, we're gonna keep going. I got something special at the end. Y'all just keep going.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I got Jason from Friday the 13th. I don't know why I like him. I just do. Just thought it was cool.
Is it the machete? Is it the mask?
I mean, he didn't always use a machete.
Well, sometimes use a
creative.
chainsaw.
He's creative.
You liked the Scream movies, correct?
Well, yeah.
So let me ask you a question that come out of the Scream movies. Who was the killer in the first Friday the 13th movie?
It was Pamela.
Pamela Anderson?
Pamela Voorhees.
I don't know what his mom's name was, but it was his mom.
It was Pamela Voorhees.
Yeah, it was his mom.
And then she got decapitated, and then he made a shrine in his shed.
I'm so proud of you, Gabe.
All right.
We got reassurance.
And then like number 3 isn't even him. It's some other dude with shears. Some other dude running around as Jason. He's wearing a blue jumpsuit.
Yeah, the third Friday the 13th movie was kind of
Yeah.
there's a Halloween movie that's odd too, like that.
Season of
Then
the
there's Jason X, which was just wrong.
We're getting off topic.
No, we're still talking about Jason.
We're talking about Season of the Witch. I don't know.
Well, he started talking about that.
Okay.
I'm still talking about Jason.
You're still talking about Jason.
You're good.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
My next one is the Evil Dead trilogy. Bruce Campbell, the first Evil Dead 1. That was actually, now you kind of look back and might laugh, but that was actually a really scary movie. Super low budget, but the camera work was excellent, even with the cheap El Cheapo camera. What?
I've never seen it.
Never seen it?
I've never seen it. I don't know what you're talking about. So.
Basically, they find a book in this cabin out in the woods called the Necronomicon, and it unleashes evil in the woods. Evil comes for them, kills some of the people. It inhabits some of his friends, and they start killing him. They're possessed. They'll start killing each other. It gets in his hand. He has to lop off his hand because the evil gets in his hand. And all of a sudden, he makes a chainsaw and has it for a hand. Like he has this little nub, and it'll fit on his hand. And so he starts the chainsaw and it's crazy. He's got a double barrel shotgun from S-Mart.
So that's the costume. I see it.
You got a Shop S-Mart.
Someone dressed up as him at
So-
Comic-Con.
Evil Dead is a horror movie. Evil Dead 2 is a horror movie. Army of Darkness is more which is the third movie in the trilogy. It's almost like a comedy. It's like a comedy horror movie. It's scary, and then it's the dude's funny. So the dude gets beat up by this demon, and then he finally kills him and crawls out. And he's just this is my boomstick, and he's telling all these medieval people shop smart, shop S-Mart, and he's telling them about this shotgun. It's a 12 gauge shotgun with a hair trigger, walnut stock.
Yeah,
They don't know anything that's going on. There are a bunch of one-liners in the movie. He just takes this girl and swoops her hair back and goes, "Give me some sugar, baby," and then kisses her. And then another iconic one is where he shoots one of the main demon, and he says, "Good, bad, I'm the guy with the gun."
Yeah.
Just a bunch of just iconic one-liners in that movie. It's funny, but it's still a horror movie. There's a fine line there where it can be one or the other and not both. And that movie's really kind of both. So I really, if you haven't seen any of those movies and you're a horror fan, you're not a horror fan.
He's right. He's right. You sure you don't?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna do mine last.
All right. Next one we got up. I'm gonna skip the next one. I'm gonna go to the last one, then we'll come back to that one for my next go around. We'll talk about the movie Lights Out. Other than the fact that I've only watched it once, because it literally, like, as far as like new horror movies go, I'm not for a bunch of them. I don't like watching like a lot of the possession type movies with like Conjuring and stuff. I feel like that's a little too close to being sketchy, so I don't really watch that kind of stuff. But Lights Out had me jumping in my seat, like startled me, actually scared me more than probably any other movie I've seen in probably the last 3 or 4 years, and that's why I wanted to mention it and put it on my list. Is the bad guy, the villain, is a tormented spirit named Diana Walters, and she's got this grudge, and she just won't go away. She's got this thing like all other spirits do that are stuck back here. There's something here holding her back, but she is like severely demented, and the only time she can get you is in the dark. But she teleports because she's a ghost, so she has the teleport thing. She can go from a place where it's dark to dark. She just can't go. She can't get you in the light. So as long as you're in the light, you're safe. But I'm telling you, when you're watching it, and there's a part where this guy, I think he's in like a warehouse, and the lights like flicker or whatever, and like the light flickers and it comes back on, and like when it was out, you kind of like see her, and then when it comes back on, dude's looking or whatever, and there's nothing there, and then the lights kind of go back out, and she's a little bit closer. I'm telling you, it had me like I could, the goosebumps on the movie. Like they did a good job on that movie. So if you haven't seen Lights Out, I would suggest watching that movie. If you like the horror movie kind of stuff, if you're looking for something for Halloween, it is definitely kind of creepy, especially when it all gets fully going. Like you wouldn't think that they could take an idea like that and have it manifest into how it did towards the end of the movie. But I mean, it almost turned into like an action movie. I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on there at the end.
Next I've got is Scream, or Ghostface. I thought it was cool that in every movie it was a different killer. That was always cool. And I like that it's not as much of, at the time it was horror, but it's more like a murder mystery. I don't care for horror, it's not my thing. So
the motives were always unique.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that first one because at the end he's like, we're going to stab each other. So it looks like we were a part of it too.
Yeah.
And he stabs him. He's like, "Come on, man, I'm getting a little woozy here." he's like, "Let me stab you." And he's like, "No, that didn't look like it hurt." Oh, no.
Yep.
Chick got rolled up in the garage. I thought that was stupid. I thought that was stupid.
That probably is one of the dumbest death scenes in any horror movie, because there's no way that could kill you.
Yeah.
I don't even think that would hurt you. I think the first off, I don't think the garage door could pick you up.
I mean,
Well, it was Drew Barrymore, so it had to be.
I don't think the garage door could pick you up regardless. Or I don't think the one-horse motor is even strong enough to do anything.
yeah, they could have tried a little harder
Yeah.
on that
But,
one.
you know,
All right, well.
All right.
funding.
Next, we have It, but the original It. I know what you're saying. It's sort of outdated. It was back in the late 80s, early 90s. Kind of cheesy. If you go back and watch the original It miniseries, it's made for TV. It's not like, it's kind of cheesy. But there's one thing about it that made it a great movie.
The old spider at the end.
And it was Tim Curry.
That's like a crab spider thing.
Tim Curry made it great. If it wasn't for him, that movie would have been forgotten to history. Nobody would have cared about it. Tim Curry made Pennywise the Clown just an iconic horror figure. He did a great job, even better than this new guy, which he did a good job, but he's not Tim Curry. Let me repeat that. He's not Tim Curry, because it's Tim Curry. You know,
But
just
if back in the day, if they had the, you know, the all the advancement in makeup.
if
and,
they had the cojones to make it into like a theatrical production rated R, that movie would have been a blowout. But since it was made for TV, they couldn't do all the stuff that they could do like in these new movies. If I could take the Tim Curry version and put it in the new movie, I would. I would take this other one out. He's fine, but it's all about the Tim Curry, man.
I mean, I thought it was an alright movie. It was an okay remake.
It was okay. I mean, it was more updated, you know, it was more aligned with the book, but I couldn't help. I always had Tim Curry in the back of my mind for Pennywise, and it didn't work for me. It was fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, it's hard. It's hard for me. Go ahead.
Next one on my list is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't really think you can talk about scary movies without mentioning Leatherface and the family in Texas. We're gonna put in the comments. Y'all tell me
Is
what
it the new one or?
any one of them. It's pretty.
Based
I
on a
thought
true
the
story.
new one.
Yeah,
The
based
new
based
one
on
was
true
good.
based on true stories. The film footage or at the end of the movie that they show that's supposed to be actual footage from the house and stuff, it's pretty creepy. And the story that they tell about what all takes place that this family's doing, not only with one another but to other people, I mean, it is definitely a scary story.
The new one was really cool because the plot twist at the end that told you who actually becomes Leatherface.
Yeah,
You didn't expect that at all.
he's right. They're all kind of worth watching. There's like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like
You think
3
you know
and
throughout the
4,
whole
and
movie.
They're just they're more of a B, you know.
Yeah.
They're more of a bad horror movie kind of. But I mean, the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre and the second one, and then any of the remakes that you want to see that recently came out. Leatherface is you can't think about being scared without thinking about running away from somebody with a chainsaw that's trying to cut you up and eat you. So literally feed you to their family.
Then take your face.
Yeah, definitely take your face if you're good looking. He might leave mine alone.
So this one's kind of debatable, but it's Final Destination.
Is it debatable? People?
I mean, a lot of people wouldn't really consider it as much of a horror movie, but the amount of people that now don't want to drive behind a log truck, I mean, I'd consider it a horror movie. If you're that scared to drive behind a log truck because of that movie.
Let you know a little secret here. In Arkansas, there are log trucks every time you pull out on the highway, you get behind one. Because the whole state is forest, trees.
Yeah.
So we have to avoid log trucks daily.
Well, usually it's bark falling off the back of it, not actual trees.
No, yeah, I've never seen a tree fall off. I have seen a story on Facebook where it happened.
I've seen a story on Facebook where an axe flew out of the back of somebody's truck.
Cool.
Indisputable fact about Final Destination that I think definitely includes it into the horror movie is that just the simple idea of everybody pretty much kind of believes this to some extent. Like, when your time is up, your time is up. You know, when it's your time, it's your time. You know, people say it all the time, you know, well, when it's your time, it's your time. Well, in this movie, they put it to the test. Like, if you escape your time, you didn't escape it. There was no miracle that saved your life. You're not getting to live out a full life. No, death is upset, and he, she, whatever it is, it's probably a woman, coming to get you. Coming to get you. You can't escape it. Have you seen Final Destination? All right. Move on to the next one, Brandon.
All right, my next one is American Psycho. American Psycho, set in the 80s. If you actually watch that movie, you actually think it's made in the 80s because it's got the music, it's got the Twin Towers in it, like the whole deal. Everybody's dressed accurately, but you see the actors and you're like, okay, well, this actor's a current actor. great movie. Another psychological horror movie because it looks like he's killing people, and then at the end you're like, well, was he killing people or was it all in his head? And you're not really sure. And then like it seems like through the movie he's like trying to tell people that he's killing people or doing this. He's like, did you know that I dissect girls and I'm totally insane? And they just keep talking like he didn't say anything. And so you keep wondering, and he kills this guy in his apartment with an axe while he's listening to Huey Lewis in the news and dancing around. It's just really, it's bizarre, and you're like, okay, he's getting away with all this because he's got people dissolving in a bathtub in acid, supposedly somewhere, and he's like, at the end, like towards the end, he kills this girl with a chainsaw, and she's like running down the stairwell, and he's sort of like following her with the chainsaw, and then he like times it and drops the chainsaw, and it like hits her, and she dies, and like that's impossible. And then you see at the end, it's like he's just really freaking crazy, and at the end, it's. I don't want to give it away too much if you haven't seen it, but it's an excellent movie. Great cast, great dialogue. Just I don't want to ruin the movie too much, but you'll get the impression that you don't know if it's real or not, and it still leaves you wondering at the end if it's real or not. Like, was it in his head? Because it seems like it, and then it's like, well, it looked like he did this, so it kind of leaves it up in the air. So,
And it has Batman in it.
I'm gonna tell him one about Drew Pool's list, off of Drew Pool's list.
Go ahead.
Drew Pool made it a point to let us know that this movie freaked him out because it could very well happen. That it's not one of those far-fetched, scary movies that it could definitely happen to you, and that movie is The Strangers. And I've actually seen the movie. It's been a while, so I'm gonna try not to mess it up too bad. But basically what this movie is about people being in their house, someone coming up with malicious intent. They ring or knock on the door, you answer the door, they commence to come in your home and torture you and do very horrible things to you. And they're not like super criminals, they're not like Jeffrey Dahmer or anything. These are just people that just went out on a whim and they decided that that's what they wanted to do that day. And it wasn't like they just wanted to go in there and rob. No, they literally went in here and they did these people bad. So there's always a different level of scary and creepy involved when you know it's something that could definitely happen to you. I guarantee you think twice about answering the door or going and even cracking it and saying hello to somebody that you don't recognize after you watch that movie for a little while. It'll take you a little while to forget some of that stuff that they do to them people.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Gabe, you got one more on your list, buddy.
Sure?
Yeah, you go. You got it.
Okay.
Freddy Krueger?
No, mine's a thing.
Oh.
Yeah, we're out in Antarctica now.
What thing?
The Thing.
Gabe's playing
Or
Among
Thing.
Us in real life.
Like Fantastic Four thing?
No, like space alien that
The
dropped
Thing.
The Blob.
that decides to kill and become everybody.
Is it that
This
movie that
research
was in
facility.
Antarctica?
Yes.
I know that movie. So you ever seen that movie?
Have you?
Are you done with your list?
Has Mom not
Are
made you
you done with your
rewatch
list?
that?
Has he seen
Because
Swamp Thing?
hey, there's a prequel to that movie. Like, it's also pretty good.
All right, guys. I'll be honest with you, Chief. I haven't seen any of the movies on this list. Not a single one. None. I've seen parts of Scream. I've seen parts of Scream. I know like little bits here and there. I know Jeepers Creepers drives the bread van. I know The Shining. He slings the axe and yells through the door. But I've seen like an edited version where it's Willy Wonka and he's like, and he like sticks his head in the door and he goes, "You get nothing," and Charlie's like, yeah. I mean, I don't even know what half these are. Never seen them at all. None.
You're gonna watch some though now, right?
No, I'm not. However, I do have two on my list.
What was the point in this then?
I do have two on my list here. And,
Tell him how much he's.
Yeah, the first
Darren
one
sucks.
is Aliens, because Aliens is a horror movie. When it first came out, it was kind of creepy. I love Aliens. I still watch it all the time.
I mean, it's kind of scary when that thing comes about their chest. You don't really know what's going on.
Or
I mean, it's scary.
whenever she's chilling there and the aliens is like right in her face.
In the
that-
cords, the
that was
mechanical
scary.
look where it could hide in the ship the entire time. That was
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Aliens. I've seen a horror movie. Like one. And then The Twilight Zone, the directors of Gabe's Cave, and everybody in here told me I had to have more than one, so I put Predator on there because it could be scary if you're a little kid.
Is Predator classified as a scary movie? For all the Gabe's Cave, the Cave of Maniacs,
Okay, now-
the dwellers out there.
Now, I would say Predators could be considered that.
The new one?
No, not the Predator. Predators, like the one where they're in the jungle.
Yeah,
Because you're
with an S on the
you're
end of it.
constantly being hunted.
Well,
I mean, that
the
was
original Predator movie, they were in the jungle.
It's an
part that
action
it
thriller
scared me-
movie, but if you get on Google and you type it in, on Wikipedia it says action thriller horror. So I added it to this list.
the one that scared. The part that scared me was when he like first recorded I don't know his name. The dude's dead out in the field, and he's like repeating the same thing. Because
Oh yeah.
That's the new movie.
No.
The only thing scary about Predator.
No, that's off Predator. That's where he kills him and he's like he does the laugh. The Predator does the laugh and like mocks him when he kills.
I thought he was talking about when he used dude for bait.
yes,
That's the new movie.
the one where they're convicts. Well, that's not the new movie. The newest movie is
Oh, that's
Predator.
you are talking about Predators.
Yeah, I'm
never
talking
mind.
about Predators. No. The new one is, that was also kind of creepy in the first one.
In the first movie.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the newest one is the Predator or whatever. What is where it had the alpha predator and crap, and they're after the little kid
I
on
don't guess
Halloween.
I've seen that one.
The brand,
Oh, you talking about the new stupid one?
yeah.
Oh, I ain't talking
Yeah, I
about that.
skipped that one.
I guess that's why I haven't seen it.
That
Yeah.
was dumb.
That's the
at
new
the
one.
end of the movie, you expect Arnold to come back, and they let us down so hard. That was the dumbest Predator movie.
The only thing scary about the original
Stupid.
Predator is the amount of steroids that was probably on that set.
Oh, yeah.
Just the muscle
Gabe.
alone.
Dylan.
Are you sure you don't have anything else that could... I mean, I asked him before the show. I was asking him movies that he saw. I asked him if he'd seen this one or seen that one.
He originally had Jaws on his list, and I asked him before the show. I said, "Do you want to keep
I've
Jaws?"
seen Jaws.
And he goes,
It's, I guess, a horror movie.
I don't want it.
I've seen Jaws
Yeah, dude, it kept...
once.
It kept thousands of people from ever going to a beach, probably. When it
I've
came
seen
out.
Jaws once. It's really cheesy.
Yeah, so is Aliens and Predator.
You
So
want to know a real horror movie, guys? The Titanic. I watched the Titanic one time, and I've never liked water since.
Yeah.
When I was like 3. Don't show your 3-year-old the Titanic.
Titanic scared him.
I saw it in the movie 3 times.
That's a true story, guys.
I've never seen the movie.
16.
Yeah, I did. I went to the movies.
Like a
But
phobia.
it wasn't because I liked the movie.
No, I had many dates.
I have a phobia of water now.
Because of the Titanic?
Probably.
There's so many other movies that way better to be scared of water than the Titanic.
Like Jaws.
Yeah, like
Jaws would have been better.
Don't let go, Jack. Don't let go.
Don't let go.
I don't even remember the movie. I literally don't even remember it.
You just remember it was scary.
I just don't like water. I don't think the movie
He got ran
made it
over
to why
by
I
a
didn't
boat.
like water. I just don't like water, and then they were like sinking, so I was like,
You've been ran over by a boat.
I think that we need to let all the viewers of this, everybody put a horror movie down in the comments. And the one that gets the most, we all have to watch together, and you have to watch it with us.
The most likes.
Yep.
okay.
The most likes.
Nobody said you had to watch it, Drill Pool.
Like I said, I've never seen these movies.
Do it for the views.
I'll
You've
do it
seen
for
parts
Dale.
of Jason.
Do it for the Cave of Maniacs.
And then we'll get a recap.
You've
from
seen
you.
parts of Friday the 13th.
I don't even know
You
Friday the 13th. First off, hang on, listen. I don't know the difference between Halloween, like you said. What was the one you said? Who's the main?
Halloween, Michael Myers.
I don't know the difference between Michael Myers and Jason. The only Michael Myers I know is like
Austin Powers.
Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Michael Myers wears the white, like, double mask.
they both
and
wear a white mask.
Well, Jason wears a hockey mask.
Don't they both wear a blue suit though?
No, Jason wears a green jumpsuit.
And what does
In 3,
What does the
there's a
other dude wear?
that's wearing
That jumpsuit.
a blue jumpsuit.
for someone who's never seen
Actually,
it?
no,
before?
no.
Jason
No.
wears other stuff.
In
like
2, he's wearing
overalls
overalls. He wears overalls and a potato sack.
Yeah.
In Jason X, he's wearing
The main thing to remember
silicone
is
suit.
Michael Myers
Spacesuit.
is a kitchen knife.
with a metal
Big
mask.
kitchen knife. Jason is a
That's
machete.
Psycho, isn't it?
No, that's
Isn't it
Michael
Psycho?
Myers. That's Michael Myers.
No, isn't it
Jason's
Psycho
also
where he's
scared
like,
of water. Baron,
No, that's Michael Myers.
you have something in common with Jason Voorhees. He is also scared of water.
okay.
That's Psycho.
I was Psycho. I was right.
Oh.
Yes, I was right. Because it's ketchup in the shower. It made people throw up in the movie theaters. Like the first time they'd ever seen blood on film.
I was always told that was Michael Myers.
How do you know horror movie trivia stuff like that, but you've never seen the movie?
Because he's
Have you ever gone to our movie theater? They have trivia at the first. Duh.
Your knowledge came from the before the cinema.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Sure did.
I'm slightly disappointed.
no. There's less.
Hey, man. I know more about Star Wars than I do anything else in life, but I don't have to. I mean, I can't keep horror movies in here.
Key horror movie people that we didn't talk about would be Hannibal Lecter, Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal.
Well, on that one, doesn't he say it keeps the lotion on its skin or gets the hose again?
That's Buffalo Bill.
Is that the same movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is the same movie.
Oh, I
That
have
movie
seen
different.
it.
Yeah, I literally don't. I've heard the quote because they used it in other movies.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I got something else for you on the most I've seen of The Shining is actually on Ready Player One.
Yep. Same.
Big brain time. You can finish what you're saying.
Because they were watching that movie in the movie.
Yeah, they were
Make you watch The
reenacting.
Shining.
They were reenacting The
They were
Shining
reenacting. They were
in the movie.
Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay,
He'd be one.
he has needle fingers, right?
Key guy. Yep.
knives.
Nice.
What about the dude that has the pins in his head?
Pinhead.
That's Hellraiser.
Hellraiser? Yep. Pinhead.
Oh, his pinhead. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hellraiser.
We missing any?
Yeah.
A lot.
Hills Have Eyes. Wrong Turn.
The Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead.
Candyman.
Original black and white.
Candyman.
Aren't they coming out with a new one of those?
Yes.
Yep. And it ought to be pretty good too, from what it looks like.
Probably not gonna watch
The
it.
Force Awakens.
My God, that is a horror movie. That is terrible.
That is.
Terrible.
That is.
You know what's even worse than The Force Awakens? The Last Jedi.
Oh Lord.
Horror movie. Han Solo died.
What about would Resident Evil be a horror movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Would it?
Have you seen that?
No.
So moving on.
Almost got excited.
Yes, sir.
I've seen those. I don't like those movies. I've seen them.
You know what made me think of it? Just because there's like zombies or something. I know there's zombies
Have
and
you
like
seen,
werewolves
like,
in it or something.
World War Z?
And where's
No, I haven't.
I watched that.
Yeah,
There's no werewolves in Resident Evil.
No, there's zombies.
Yeah, it's just zombies.
I thought there was werewolves at the
That's
end,
the
like
one that
on
has
one of
the,
them.
Resident Evil's the one that has the laser grid. Dude gets chopped
Have you ever
up by
played the
laser
Resident Evil video games?
Huh? I know what they are.
I didn't play them either.
Yo, they are so
they are.
good.
All right, so which one's the one with the?
Mods and
Werewolves?
Yeah,
Underworld? Vampires and werewolves?
yeah. Is it a movie called Underworld?
Underworld.
Never seen that either.
American Werewolf in London?
What?
Isn't that it?
I don't know what you're talking about. I just thought of one a second ago.
Isn't there an art card of that?
Yep, there is. It was either American Werewolf of London or American Werewolf in Paris, one of the two.
His horror movie is Hotel Transylvania.
Hotel Transylvania.
I've also never seen that.
The Omen with the little kid. The Antichrist, basically. That's another one.
Never heard of it. Which one's the one with the kids in the cornfield?
Children of the Corn.
Never seen it.
Did you see Brightburn?
Who?
Brightburn? It's a newer one.
Never heard of it.
It was like evil Superman. Like Superman as a kid, but he's basically gone evil.
No.
Yes, the
It was
boys.
a horror movie.
Yeah, pretty much the boys, yeah. Homelander.
I've also never seen The Boys.
Okay. Well,
We're just gonna keep going with this list of movies that I've never seen before.
we could do this the whole video, but we better not.
Yeah, we better not. I think we've given a whole smorgasbord.
He hasn't seen anything.
We have enough movies
That is incorrect.
for people to pee their
He's seen
pants
Star Wars.
from being so scared.
Yeah.
I watch all action movies that come out, and that's it. I watch some thrillers.
You've seen Commando, right?
You ask me if I've seen Commando?
I'm making sure, because you haven't seen a lot of good movies.
And remember, Cave Maniacs, a lot of those movies are going to be rated R.
Yeah.
Most of them are going to be rated R.
Probably
9 out of 10.
Predators, rated R. That's a good movie, though.
Yeah.
He throws a knife through a guy and yells, "Stick around." It's not the love.
When Commando, he throws a pipe at a guy and the steam comes out. He's like, let off some steam.
Let off some steam, Bennett. That's right. That's right, the one-liners.
Yeah.
Nobody has better one-liners than Freddy Krueger.
I thought it was done with Bennett Ward.
Bruce Campbell. Ash. Ash has got a great one-liner.
Vote right now, people. Ash or Freddy Krueger who's got the better one-liners. You can't even vote because you've never seen either one of those movies.
I've only seen the first two Nightmare.
I have seen part of Evil Dead. I've seen part of it.
You seen Zombieland?
Maybe like 15 minutes. What do you say?
Zombieland?
I've seen the first Zombieland.
People consider that a horror.
Is that a horror movie? Is Zombieland a horror movie?
A comedy.
Some people
It's a
consider
comedy.
it, yes, but some people consider
not
it a
scary.
horror.
I laughed at it.
It's not, but people consider it a horror comedy.
It's not even scary.
I looked it up because somebody was like, "Oh yeah, it's a horror comedy."
Nah.
People consider
If you consider it a horror movie, I've seen it.
so.
What's so horrible about searching the world for Twinkies?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to be.
He drives an
I'm just
Escalade
saying
and
what the
opens the door of it and smacks a zombie in the head. He's just like, bam! And then keeps going. And then finds Twinkies.
Yeah.
Twinkies are not that good.
He gets it at the end, he's like, I don't even like these.
Super mad when he found those snowballs.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Super mad.
And they shot Bill Murray.
They did shoot Bill Murray.
Would he be a good
I'm actually
president?
not that upset about that.
Well,
We should continue the video.
I suppose the comments are going to be a roast of Darren because he doesn't watch horror movies.
Darren's trash. Watch horror movies now.
I'll be honest with you, Chief. I'm not going to watch any horror movies. They don't interest me at all.
He's going to watch the one y'all vote on.
Very cheesy.
Yes, he is.
And now we're going to go to the this week's artist spotlight. No, I'm just kidding. No, we're not. No, we're not. Forgot I had this. If you watched last week's video, it was The Mandalorian. You obviously know that. And we were giving away this.
Boom.
Bang.
And these. And now we're going to give the giveaway for this right now.
Boom.
We're going to do this backwards this time. So third place wins this one. This one right here. A new car! Just kidding. And congratulations, third place. Second place, you get just the regular old child here. Congratulations, second place. In first place, you get this. This lovely, lovely wall art piece of The Mandalorian. I really like this art style here. So yeah, first place, congratulations.
Awesome giveaway.
We give a lot of stuff away on the
I
show.
know.
I'm surprised there aren't like bajillions of people that watch this and try to win free stuff like literally
a lot of
every week.
People are not sharing
of
because they
so
don't
many
want
people.
other
right.
people to win.
That's absolutely, you're absolutely right.
But I'm going to tell you people, the odds may be ever in your favor the more comments there are on the video. Yeah,
Especially if you haven't won. It might actually help you.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go to let's give away last week's artist now.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go. Last week we had a fantastic artist in the house, and it was Seth Groves. Baya! He had some Mandalorian stuff. Imagine that. Looky there.
Perfect for that episode.
Yeah, it was absolutely perfect for the episode. We had some fantastic stuff here. I think Brandon's favorite was
Dr. Manhattan.
Dr. Manhattan. Gabe's favorite was this Iron Spider. My favorite was Ahsoka. Chris's favorite was Spawn.
I will agree to that
I didn't even ask him. I already know.
already.
Brandon,
I mean, there wasn't.
who wins what?
Right here.
That's first place. Gabe, where's second place at? Oh, second place? Third place? Fourth place, and the loot box is right here. Congratulations to first, second, third, fourth, and the loot box. You're dead last, but we love you anyway.
We do. We do. Don't forget to go to the Gabe's Cave Facebook page, make your little unboxing video, and show us what all you got in your loot box so everybody else can see how cool it is.
Yeah, and if you're one of these winners right here, make sure you send us an email. It's down in the description. It'll probably be right here. It depends if Chris works his magic or not.
Not this, Chris.
Not that Chris. Super Chris in the back. But get that. Without Chris, you guys wouldn't be watching us
At all.
Yeah.
talk nonsense.
He's what makes them cool names
Actually,
pop out of our
you'd
mouths.
probably be talking. You'd see like an hour of us just talking straight nonsense.
It'd be like recorded with an iPhone or something like that. It'd be
Yeah.
terrible.
We need to give away 5.
Oh, snap.
For Seth?
Where's number 5 at? It's right.
Oh, wait. I'm being informed by the Twilight Zone that we need to give away another card. So a fifth place winner.
And here it is.
So 5 of Seth's cards and a loot box. Wow. You got lucky, guys.
Wow.
Look at that. That list right there.
That's intense. That's what happens when people
That was intense.
come by and comment and they don't stop back and get their cards.
Hey, man. Like I said, if you're one of these winners, make sure you send us an email. Tell us which card you want to win. Or you should have said it in the comments, but make sure you let us know which card you want to win anyways. Shoot us that address. So we know you're watching. We know you get your card. Yeah, we'll shoot it right over to you.
Yep.
And now it's time for this week's Artist Spotlight. Which is
Wayne Tully.
Wayne Tully.
I've got a couple of cards from this guy. And he did a custom piece for me that's going to turn into a tattoo.
Oh, it was Wayne that did that for you?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay, all right. What?
That's good.
Okay. All right. First, we got the Ghost Rider, and that's honestly, it's a really cool Ghost Rider. I don't know why, but I really like Ghost Rider. He's such a cool character.
I think Ghost Rider's really cool. Yeah.
I mean, like out of all the Marvel characters, he's one of my
Have you seen
favorite.
Spirit Spider?
Spirit Spider?
Spirit of Vengeance goes into Spider-Man.
That's just too weird.
It's cool.
Spawn?
He's like straight
He's
white.
like, oh, you know what? Look at that.
Yep. It kind of goes together.
Oh, it.
Almost like that Scorpion and Sub-Zero card.
Or he just draws the chains the same. So.
Huh, I never noticed. I never put those two together like that. That's neat.
I want to see if we can get the name.
Carnage.
Carnage, yeah.
There's going to be Carnage.
Looks like you wanted me to get the name.
Venom? I'm not going to get that one, Chief.
No idea who that is.
Brandon?
Is it Ultron?
No. That is... No, I don't think that is.
Man, we had trouble with that one the first time it
Is
came
that the
out.
comic version of Ultron?
That doesn't look like the comic version of Ultron. Or maybe I'm thinking of...
We're going to pretend like that's Ultron. We got the Thing.
That's a good looking one though, right there in the middle though, for sure.
It really is. Yeah, the fire on the back's really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
We have a Captain America that just got punched in the mouth.
Honestly, it looks a lot like the zombie. If he was actually zombified.
Yeah.
Very well could be.
Wayne is a really dark influenced artist. Like he loves to do like the darker he does. Not too many people do nasty like Wayne does. You just got to go to his Facebook page and check him out. Wayne Tully Art.
And we have this guy. I was told that's Akira, or I don't know.
Akira.
Somebody.
I think that's who that is actually. From that movie. The kid from that movie.
We're going to do something special this time.
We're doing something special.
Starting this week.
Okay,
Give these cards away.
do it now.
Starting this week when we give cards away. Let's say first place don't respond. We're going to give all 8 cards away this week.
Okay, all right.
If first place doesn't respond,
If first place don't respond, first place goes to second place winner.
All right, so what
And
we're going to
then
do
it
is
goes down.
we're going to give away all 8 cards this week. So special here. We're giving away all of these this week. So Wayne Tully is gone for this season, so we're going to give away all 8 cards away this week. If first place, if you win on next week's video and you don't respond, first place goes to second place and so forth. But, you know, and down the line. And we're going to be giving, like I said, away all 8 cards.
You lucky dogs.
Make sure that you comment on this video.
this is your chance, folks.
This is your chance to have a card if you haven't won one yet. And make sure that you respond next week if you win.
Is it 8 plus a loot box?
It is.
That's 9 winners. 9 winners.
That's almost 10. That's almost a full set of cards worth.
You can't even say if you ain't first, you're last on this show.
It's called Gabe's Cave Comic Con.
What?
It's called Gabe's Cave.
Welcome to
Comic-Con.
Gabe's Cave Comic Con.
I'm your host.
Nasty.
And I mean that.
Oh, that's nasty.
Oh, that nasty.
All right, well, make sure that you comment on this video if you want to win one of these. And, yeah, comment next week. Comment the week after. Comment every week.
You know, when I commissioned him to draw that thing for me, he sent me a Venom card, kind of like as a free gift.
Really?
Yeah, he did.
That's really cool.
Because he knew I got the first prize I ever won before I was ever on any show was Wayne Tully when the first time he come around and I picked Violator.
Okay.
Yep.
That's right, yeah. Is that the one with the horn thing?
Yep.
That's
Spawn's bad guy.
That's right. Okay. All right. Why didn't you pick
He's the
Spawn?
clown.
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, I wanted to go for the Spawn, but that Violator was,
On point.
it just talked to me. It talked to me. Plus, I was on like my bad guy kick where I was gonna get nothing but bad guys as I won stuff from you guys, and I was gonna make a wall of my bad guys and my villains or whatever. But then it come around and I won one, and the Captain America was the one that I had to get, so I just screwed it all up.
Oh, well.
And now there's so
can
many
still
people
have a wall
commenting,
of
it's probably
Gabe.
hard to win something.
But not this week.
Not this week.
8 cards, my guys. Come
You
on.
still have a Gabe's Cave wall.
If I win one this week, I'll give it back away to somebody else. So if my name comes up this week, I'll give it to somebody else.
Chris,
You no longer can win cards.
Okay. Well,
no longer win
Chris
cards.
can no longer win cards.
I've just been informed I can't win cards no way, so I can't give it away to you anyway.
Get some.
Well, poo head.
Well,
Mom still can.
that looks about time to wrap things up, guys. We got to thank our sponsor again. That's RPG. RPGhiring.com. Make sure that if you're looking for a new career, check them out. What are you laughing at? If they don't stop opening this door, do you want to come out here instead?
Who? Me? The audacity. Do I look like somebody that would
Can we
pout?
lock the door
Yes.
from this side?
You open that
him
door
in
again,
there?
I'm gonna kick it.
Yeah, please do. My goodness.
Just,
I'm in
just
the
do a
middle of the
spin.
sponsor thing right now, and they just keep opening the door. Anyways, RPGhiring.com. Make sure you check them out. Building people, changing lives. And that's it for this week. I feel like we've made fun of Darren enough.
Oh yeah.
I'm out.
Loser. It's not Spartan, it's Roman.
Bye.